Bomb Girls takes us back to 1942. The war's in full swing, and the employees of Victory Munitions are busier than ever. Shift matron Lorna Corbett, played by Meg Tilly, finds herself juggling the demands of her job, family, and the growing need to define herself. Take a look.
I know I'm the father, Lorna. It's okay.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I needed to keep a clear head. I'm sorry, I can't raise another child.
Are you sure you're making the right decision?
No. But I'm the one who lives with it.
And we're so happy to have Meg Tilly join us now. Good morning.
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 Hi.
This show, it's such a great show, and I wonder what it was exactly about it. Was this the first project you did back from, you had pretty much left acting, hadn't you?
Yeah.
Back in the mid-90s, you had decided you were done?
Yes. Well, my children got to an age where I couldn't pull them out of school just easily, and then when we went back, my daughter, her best friend was best friends with somebody else, and so it was like, she was devastated. There were only 7 girls in her class, and she had nobody to eat with. And so I realized I couldn't do it forever for me, and so I stopped. So I just worked really as much as I could for a year, and then saved up, and then quit. And so yeah, it's almost 18 years, and I didn't know I was going to come back. It just happened. It just was like this weird, freakish sort of. My kids grew up and left home. That was a weird, freakish thing. It was like, I know.
I need something to do.
I know, you
Meg
don't.
Tilly, you and I had 2 ships in the night moment.
Oh, yeah? Because
Let me take you back.
Okay.
1985, Agnes of God. Oh, You're shooting Agnes of God at the Rockton Academy, just outside of Guelph, which is subbing for the convent. Did you notice a nun with a full beard?
No, I don't remember. Yeah, oh, yes. Wait. No, okay.
I was
come
attempting
down?
to get access to the set disguised as a nun.
No, I don't.
So I could have a conversation with Jane Fonda, whom you were co-starring. You don't remember?
I remember something about somebody. Did you do an interview? Like some guy, and was that you?
No,
Did you get the interview?
I was extricated from the scene before I could actually do an interview.
No.
There's some kind of weird paparazzi
I
background
remember
that we don't
somebody
know about.
coming down and being doing the non stuff, but I didn't remember like a guy, a girl, but I do remember somebody a long time
That was
ago.
me. I was trying to get in, and I was trying to think of different ways to get in, but I didn't make it. The guy at the security goes, "Are you kidding? Get out of here!" The full habit, everything.
Didn't happen.
Yeah, that was quite a film. You got a
Yeah.
Golden Globe nomination for
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
right?
And an Oscar nomination. Didn't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. That was fun with Norman Jewison, which
Yes.
we all
Oh,
love. You know, he's like a
amazing.
national treasure.
Yeah.
And it was nice because everybody loved Agnes, so everybody loved me, and it was just very cozy.
With Jane Fonda and Bancroft.
And Bancroft.
Wow.
I love her.
Meg, I'm curious to know. So when the kids grew up, and they're like, oh wow,
Yeah.
they can manage for themselves.
Yeah.
Did it occur to you right away? I want to get back into acting. How did it happen?
It was a shock to my system, and I first thought everybody's like, this is the best thing ever. You're gonna love it. You know, I've been a mom since I was in my early 20s, and all of a sudden I could. Your time's your own, you know. Now all that love, you can focus on yourself. I didn't know how to do that, so it was a real shock. And I thought, oh, I'm gonna be fine. I write books, I this or that, but it was quiet, you know, and I didn't realize how much of my social life was around my kids. You know, they're coming in and out, cooking for their friends, and so it was. And it wasn't until my sister gave me a bracelet that said it's never too late to be what you might have been for Christmas that I got like the shivers, and I was like, oh, I always wanted to do theater, but I never thought I'd be back doing film or TV or like never. Shock to my system.
You said, oh, you did some writing, but you wrote some deeply personal books in those in that 18-year break. Was that hard to do?
No, it was hard not to do in the beginning because there were things I needed to write about. So for a long time, it was like I was shoving my real voice down, you know, like keep the public persona. Oh yeah, happy. And then there came a point where I was in a relationship and he was away a lot, and I was pregnant, so I wasn't working, where I just started writing. And so it was really actually quite wonderful, because as an actress you say somebody else's words, as a child you say the family line, and so all of a sudden I was able to sit in my own truth. So it was a really amazing thing, actually. I feel very lucky, you know.
When you do something like that, do you have any thoughts to how it will be received by people in your life? Like when
Yeah.
you start to get very honest and open and say some things that maybe other people don't want to hear.
Right. Yes. Well, when I first did, no, because I didn't realize quite, like when I first wrote the first few pieces and my sisters came for Christmas and I was like, I wrote some funny stories, you know, okay, you guys remember this? And, you know, and I'm reading it and I'm expecting, because usually when you come from challenge, when you talk about challenging things as kids, you laugh about it. Like, and then he came out with the axe and you're like, laughing, like, oh my God. And the look on his face and we're like, oh, with our little sparklers, you know. And so you're like making a joke out of it. So I wrote these things, you know, just like memories as I remember them. And there was like dead silence. And then one of my sisters said, you're a really good writer, but I don't want to hear any more after like the first two. And I was like, really? Like, I thought we were going to have jolly good laughs, right? I didn't realize, I think when you come from it, you don't realize what it is. You're just like, oh, remember this and remember that. And, you know, but there's all that other stuff that the writer knows that you don't know. So the pen sometimes is able to say things more clearly than you can acknowledge. And, but now it's great. Like now it's really, I'd say it's been a good thing for the majority of the family. And then there's a few family members who aren't pleased.
Right.
But I spent my whole half of my life pleasing people. Second half of my life, I'm just going to stand in my truth, and that's what I have to do.
That's a big transition, right?
Huge,
Yeah.
right? I love being in my 50s. It's like the best.
Yeah.
40s and 50s.
Yeah, that's I was thinking too. It's like you do get to that point in your life. I look forward to that point. I don't think I'm quite there yet. Where
perspective
you
is the
think,
piece.
Yeah.
all right, enough with the facades and
Enough
everything
with
else.
it. Yeah. Being what you think people want. And also I think it's a disservice to society, because I think that then people start measuring themselves by this yardstick. Like, oh, you know. Whereas if you're like, you know what? Everything's like got light and dark. Everything's, you know, there's balance. And everybody, people can allow balance in their own life where they don't feel like they have to be, pretend like they have it all or can do it all or can be it all. It's like, yeah, sometimes things suck. And sometimes out of that, knowing that, being in the mud, makes you really appreciate like the joys so much more.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be taking from this show today, but all of our guests have had that message today.
Oh, really?
Like in the most interesting way, where it's like you can get through it.
Yeah.
You can do. This was not planned by us, but somehow this has been a bear. Like I'm going to be spending a lot of today sort of ruminating over this show, but it's true that you can get. You just never know what your spirit is capable of.
No.
Stand
Amazing.
in that truth.
Yep, Meg Tilly, the star of Bomb Girls, that airs right here on Global. What a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Nice talk, you guys.
Thank you. It's 8:20.